If you are over 60 and believe walking is the absolute best exercise for your body, I want you to pause this video right now and really absorb what I'm about to share. Because what you are going to learn could completely transform how you view your health, your physical strength, your daily energy, and even your overall longevity. For decades, we were taught that walking is the safest, smartest, and most effective way to stay fit as we get older. And while walking is certainly beneficial, groundbreaking research and real world evidence now reveal that there is one simple movement that is vastly superior to walking for people over 60. Yet, the vast majority of older adults aren't doing it whatsoever. The astonishing truth is that this single exercise can rebuild lost muscle, safeguard your joints, refine your balance, strengthen your heart, sharpen cognitive function, and drastically lower your risk of falls, disability, and premature death. Best of all, you don't need a gym membership, you don't need costly equipment, and you don't have to be in great shape to begin. You simply need a few minutes a day and the proper guidance, which I am providing right here today. Welcome to the channel, my friend. If you're new here, this is your go-to space for clear, simple, science-backed health and fitness advice designed for strong, vibrant, independent living after 50 and beyond. And if you're returning, I am deeply grateful to have you back with me today. What we're covering right now is easily one of the most critical topics for aging successfully. So I strongly urge you to watch this video all the way to the end. Not only will I reveal the one exercise that outperforms walking for seniors, but I'll also teach you how to perform it safely, how often to do it, and how to seamlessly integrate it into your day, even if you're dealing with knee discomfort, lower back stiffness, or low energy. Now, let me ask you an honest question. Do you ever feel like no matter how many steps you log, your legs still feel weak, your balance remains shaky, and your overall stamina just isn't what it used to be? You are definitely not alone. Millions of older adults walk daily, yet still experience progressive muscle loss, poor posture, nagging joint pain, and persistent fatigue. The reason for this is quite straightforward. Walking is a linear, forward moving movement that repeatedly uses the exact same narrow set of muscles. Consequently, it does very little to halt age related muscle loss, scientifically known as sarcopenia. After age 60, we naturally shed muscle tissue much faster than we rebuild it unless we actively challenge our body with resistance. And muscle isn't merely about looking fit, muscle is fundamental to life itself. Muscle protects your fragile joints, stabilizes your blood sugar, supports bone density, and empowers you to move, react, and maintain complete independence. Here is a critical fact that most people fail to realize. The single greatest predictor of whether you will remain living independently in your 70s, 80s, and beyond isn't your body weight, isn't your cholesterol reading, and isn't even your daily step count. It comes down to how strong your legs are, how dependable your balance is, and how effortlessly you can transition from sitting to standing. That brings us directly to the one movement that is far better than walking for adults over 60, the simple, powerful, and utterly life-changing exercise known as the chair squat. Yes, you heard that correctly. Standing up and sitting down from a chair, when executed with proper form, is one of the most effective exercises for seniors on the planet. It might appear basic, but it engages the largest muscle groups in your entire body, including your thighs, hips, glutes, core, and lower back. These are the exact functional muscles required for walking, climbing stairs, standing up from bed, carrying groceries, and preventing dangerous stumbles. Unlike walking, which grows easier as your body adapts, chair squats continue to challenge your system in a safe, controlled manner that actively builds true strength rather than just maintaining basic movement. Let me illustrate this for you clearly. Every single time you stand up from a chair, you are driving almost your entire body weight upward against gravity, which serves as genuine strength training. Walking, on the other hand, only supports a fraction of your body weight at any given instant because one foot always remains planted on the ground. This explains why someone can walk for miles every day and still struggle to push themselves up from a low couch. It isn't due to laziness. It's because walking alone simply does not train the muscles for the real demands of daily life. Now, before you begin worrying that you're too old for this or that your knees won't tolerate it, let me reassure you completely. The chair squat is actually one of the safest physical movements you can perform when done properly. In fact, physical therapists across the globe rely on it as a cornerstone exercise for rehabilitation, fall prevention, and long term mobility restoration. You control the depth of the movement, you control the pace, and you always have the chair right behind you for total safety. It meets your body precisely where it is today. Here is how to perform it safely step by step. Sit on the front edge of a sturdy chair with your feet resting flat on the floor, spaced about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest elevated, your shoulders relaxed, and your gaze focused straight ahead. Lean forward slightly from your hips, press firmly through your heels, and slowly rise to a standing position. Do not rush at the top. Simply stand tall without locking your knees out completely. Then, slowly hinge at your hips and bend your knees, lowering your body back down under full control until you lightly touch the seat. That completes one rep. If necessary, you can lightly place your hands on the chair's armrests for assistance when starting out. As you gain strength, you can cross your arms over your chest. Now, let me share a powerful piece of clinical data. Clinical research demonstrates that older adults who can complete more sit-to-stand repetitions within 30 seconds live longer, experience significantly fewer falls, and retain greater independence than those who score lower. This single functional test reflects your true biological age far more accurately than many standard medical panels. That is how foundational this exercise really is. Furthermore, the benefits reach way beyond your leg muscles. When you practice this exercise regularly, your heart works harder, your systemic circulation improves, your tissue oxygenation increases, and your metabolic rate becomes noticeably more efficient. This translates to superior stamina, higher overall energy, and far better cardiovascular health than walking alone can offer. You aren't just conditioning your legs, you are fortifying your entire body. Here's an even more fascinating physiological detail. Whenever you challenge your muscle tissue against resistance, body secretes beneficial chemical compounds called myokines. These act like targeted biological messengers circulating through your blood to help tame systemic inflammation, enhance insulin sensitivity, nurture brain function, and protect against chronic age-related diseases. While walking triggers a minor release of these compounds, resistance movements like chair squats produce a dramatically stronger therapeutic response. Let's also address the crucial topic of balance. Accidental falls represent one of the most serious threats to personal freedom after age 60, where a single bad tumble can alter your life permanently. Chair squats directly train your balance, motor coordination, and structural stability under real-world conditions. Every time you rise and lower yourself under control, your nervous system learns how to keep your body centered and stable. This is precisely the physical insurance you need to prevent catastrophic falls. At this point, you might be asking, how frequently should I perform this? And how many repetitions should I aim for at first? The strategy is simple and adaptable. Start with whatever volume you can comfortably and safely manage. For some, that might mean 5 good repetitions. For others, it could be 10 or 15. The core goal is to feel your target muscles working without provoking joint pain. Practice this once a day or at least 3 to 4 times a week. Over time, as your strength builds, you can gradually add repetitions or slow down the speed of each rep to make it more effective. Let me offer you some deeply inspiring real-world perspective. I have worked with individuals in their 70s and even 80s who initially could barely rise from a seat without pushing off heavily with both arms. Yet, within just a few short weeks of practicing this single exercise consistently, they were standing up smoothly, walking with renewed stability, and feeling more youthful in their bodies than they had in years. This isn't about becoming a competitive athlete. It's about reclaiming and protecting your daily independence. To be clear, walking still offers tremendous health value. It is fantastic for mental clarity, baseline circulation, and gentle aerobic conditioning. But if walking is the sole exercise in your routine, you are leaving out the most crucial component of healthy aging: muscular strength. Without adequate strength, walking grows more difficult, balance deteriorates, and physical independence slowly slips away. That is precisely why this one exercise outperforms walking alone for anyone over 60. Let's also speak responsibly about safety. If you suffer from severe joint degeneration, are recovering from recent surgery, or manage a major medical condition, always consult your physician or physical therapist before introducing a new exercise routine. Your physical safety must remain the top priority. Never force your way through sharp, stabbing pain. Mild muscle fatigue is expected and healthy, but sharp joint pain is a signal to stop. As we move forward in this video, I'm going to reveal how to make this movement even more effective using simple home variations, how to combine it seamlessly with your walks for maximum physical benefits, and how allocating just 5 minutes a day can radically transform how your body feels in the next 30 days. You definitely won't want to miss these next steps. Before we keep going, if you're finding this advice helpful, take a quick second right now to click the like button. It truly helps our channel reach more older adults who need this life-changing message. And if you want ongoing, simple, science-based health and fitness guidance for strong, confident aging, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now take a deep breath with me, drop your shoulders, and remember this: your numerical age does not dictate your physical strength. Your past habits do not limit your future potential. Your body remains remarkably capable of positive adaptation whenever you provide it with the right movement, consistent effort, and positive self-belief. Let's dive a bit deeper into the science because I want you to thoroughly understand why this simple chair exercise is so transformative and how it actively reshapes your physical well-being day after day. You see, after age 60, the human body undergoes several distinct changes. Anabolic hormone levels gradually decrease, neuromuscular signals slow down slightly, and unused muscle fibers begin to shrink. This isn't a flaw in your body, it is simply natural biology at work. However, here's the inspiring truth that few people ever hear. Your muscle tissue continues to respond to strength training just as effectively in your 60s, 70s, and 80s as it did in your younger years. The adaptation might occur slightly slower, but the biological response remains fully intact. The chair squat speaks directly to this innate rebuilding mechanism. Every time you slowly lower yourself down and then drive back up, you send a clear biological message to your brain and muscular system that says, "We still require strength, power, and coordination." Your body responds to that demand by repairing muscle fibers, sharpening the nervous system's connection to your muscles, and improving overall joint function. Walking simply cannot send that same high-intensity signal to trigger real strength gains. Take a moment to picture what that means in daily life. Imagine getting out of bed every morning without experiencing stiffness or unsteadiness. Imagine standing up from a deep chair without needing to push off with your hands. Imagine climbing a flight of stairs easily without feeling out of breath. These aren't unrealistic dreams. They are the direct, proven results of developing strength in your legs, hips, and core through this functional movement. Now, let's talk about a major issue that many seniors face silently: the fear of falling. Many people over 60 gradually reduce their daily activity because they worry about tripping, losing their balance, or being unable to get back up. When fear takes over, physical activity declines. As activity drops, muscle weakness accelerates. And as weakness grows, the actual risk of falling increases significantly. It creates a dangerous downward spiral. Chair squats break that negative cycle safely. You are training the exact movement patterns required to control your body from a low position within a completely safe, supported environment. With every rep, your physical confidence grows right alongside your strength. Let's also examine why this movement is so forgiving on your joints when performed with good technique. As you lower yourself slowly under control, your surrounding muscles absorb the mechanical stress rather than forcing your knees or hips to take the full impact. This sets it apart from high impact activities involving jumping or sudden twists. You are building structural strength without harsh joint shock, which is precisely what aging joints need to thrive. Now, I realize some of you watching might be thinking, this sounds wonderful, but my knees hurt, my back is stiff, or I haven't exercised in years. Please know that these concerns are entirely valid. Your body has a unique history, but that history does not lock in your future. If your knees are sensitive, simply reduce how low you sit, only moving through a range that feels comfortable. If your back feels stiff, focus on keeping your chest tall and moving at a slow, controlled pace. If you've been inactive, begin with just 3 or 4 reps. The key isn't doing a massive amount right away. The secret lies in consistency. Consistency transforms the body, not extreme intensity and not perfection. 5 minutes performed almost every day will always yield better results than an intense workout done once in a blue moon. Your muscles respond best to frequent, gentle reminders that they are needed. Let's also highlight proper breathing technique, which is a hidden key to maximizing this movement's effectiveness. As you push up to a standing position, gently exhale through your mouth. As you lower back down toward the chair, inhale deeply through your nose. This controlled breathing pattern helps engage your core muscles, stabilizes your spine, and prevents spikes in blood pressure during exertion. Consider anchoring this new practice to an established daily habit. For instance, you could do your chair squats right before eating breakfast, while waiting for your morning coffee to brew, or during commercial breaks while watching television. When an exercise blends naturally into your existing daily routine, it requires no extra willpower to remember. And once it becomes automatic, long-term success is guaranteed. There is also a profound psychological benefit to building physical strength that deserves attention. As the years go by, many people feel as though their personal world is gradually shrinking. Certain daily tasks become too demanding, trips feel too tiring, and life quietly becomes more limited. Developing strength reverses that shrinking effect. When your physical body feels capable and reliable, your mindset expands. You regain the desire to go out, socialize, travel, and embrace new experiences. Physical capability directly nourishes emotional vitality. Now, let me share a simple way to progress this exercise as you get stronger over time. After a few weeks of consistent practice, you won't need added weights or fancy gym gear. You can simply slow down the lowering phase of the movement. Instead of sitting down at a normal speed, lower yourself over 3 full seconds. 1, 2, 3, before standing back up. This deliberate slow tempo creates a powerful stimulus for muscle growth and joint stability while remaining remarkably safe. Another great progression is to pause for just 1 second right above the seat before sitting down, forcing your leg muscles to work even harder. Small tactical adjustments like these create massive physical improvements over time. Now, let's reintegrate walking into your fitness plan the smart way. Walking remains fantastic for heart health, circulation, stress reduction, and mental clarity. However, walking should complement your strength training, not replace it entirely. Think of walking as nourishment for your cardiovascular system, and view chair squats as nourishment for your muscles and bones. Together, they create a complete, balanced formula for healthy, vibrant aging. If you already walk daily, keep it up. Simply add this quick movement before or after your walk, and you will begin noticing tangible improvements in a matter of weeks. Greater stability, a stronger stride, less fatigue, and far more confidence in your physical capabilities. I want to gently remind you of a crucial mindset shift. You are not broken, you are not fragile, and you are never too old to improve. Your body is inherently intelligent and highly adaptable. It wants to heal and build strength, but it can only respond to the physiological signals you provide. This simple daily movement sends a loud, clear message to your entire system that strength is still required. Let me speak directly to anyone who feels discouraged or frustrated about their health right now. Perhaps past attempts at exercise didn't stick, joint pain derailed your efforts, or life simply got in the way. None of that past frustration matters anymore. What truly matters is the single choice you make today. And that next step doesn't need to be overwhelming. It can be as simple as standing up from a chair 5 times with focus and good form today. Lasting progress rarely stems from drastic overhauls. It grows from small, intentional actions repeated daily. As you practice this movement consistently, you will likely notice subtle improvements before major physical transformations appear. You might feel a bit steadier while walking across uneven ground. Notice yourself pushing off armrests less often, or feel less physically exhausted at the end of the day. These are clear signals that your body is adapting and growing stronger. Celebrate these early victories as they form the foundation of long-term health and vitality. In the next section of this video, I will show you how to structure this exercise into a quick 5-minute daily routine that conditions your legs, hips, and balance without needing to get down on the floor. I will also highlight a very common mistake that unknowingly undermines progress and show you exactly how to avoid it so you get the maximum benefit from your effort. But before we get to that, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Please share your age and let me know whether you currently perform any strength exercises or if walking has been your primary form of physical activity. I personally read every comment, and your input helps shape future guides for our community. If this video brought you value, hope, or fresh perspective, please subscribe to join our growing community dedicated to strong, confident aging, and tap the like button so this helpful message reaches others who need it. Take another deep breath, relax your jaw, and loosen your shoulders. You are doing far better than you think, and it is never too late to become stronger than you were yesterday. We are going to build right on top of this in the next segment, and I promise the next steps will make this routine even easier to incorporate into your life.